Make sure you hit that subscribe button before we dive in, because this one isn't easy to talk about. I remember the exact moment everything in my life tilted. My phone buzzed on the kitchen counter, and when I glanced over, I saw her name, Leah, my wife of 7 years. The person I thought I knew better than anyone. She'd sent me a text that clenched my chest in an instant. Going on a trip with my boss. Don't wait up. At first, I actually chuckled, thinking she was messing with me. Leah loved doing that, dropping strange messages out of nowhere just to keep things fun. But there was no spark in this one. No playful tone. Just cold words that didn't sound like her at all. 10 minutes passed, and the uneasiness in my stomach grew sharp enough to ignore. That was the moment everything started unraveling. We met in college. She was a burst of color, bright eyes, wild curls, a laugh that echoed everywhere she went. I was the quiet one, always keeping to myself, steady, predictable. Somehow we just fit. Our life together settled into something calm and reliable, and I took comfort in believing I understood her completely. That text cracked that belief wide open. I tried calling her. No answer. I sent a couple more messages. Are you alright? Where are you going? Nothing came back. Time crawled until an unfamiliar number appeared on my screen. The message read, "Theo, stop looking for her. She's about to do something she can't undo." My heart dropped. Leah didn't give her number to strangers. Whoever sent that text knew something I didn't want to believe. I tried convincing myself she really was on some last-minute work trip. I made myself a coffee and sat at the table, pretending I was overreacting. Hours went by like molasses. When she finally walked in that night, the entire house felt different, like the energy had shifted. She barely looked at me. Her hair was pulled back neatly, her face blank. I asked how the trip went. She met my eyes for a second and said, "Theo, I think we need some space." It was like someone had slammed a door inside my chest. I wanted to press her, demand an explanation, force the truth out of her. But the part of me that still loved her held me still. I nodded as if I understood, even though nothing made sense. The following days were a blur. She moved around the house like nothing had happened, but she felt miles away. Her phone was always in her hand. She whispered into it late at night. She smiled at messages she never showed me. Eventually, the doubt became too loud. One evening, when she wasn't home, I opened her laptop. What I found made me physically dizzy. Hundreds of emails, secret exchanges, plans she'd made with her boss, Mr. Darcy. And none of it was professional. It was intimate, suggestive, deeply personal. The trip she referenced had been a lie, a romantic getaway she'd arranged behind my back. I didn't confront her immediately. I wanted the whole truth. Over the next week, I gathered everything: hotel reservations, messages, call logs, payments. Enough proof to make it undeniable. The woman I shared a home with had built an entire second life in the shadows, and I'd been completely blind to it. Then came the breaking point. One afternoon, something in my gut told me to go home early. When I got there, the front door was cracked open. I stepped inside quietly and saw them. Leah and Mr. Darcy. Together. They froze. I froze. The whole room went silent except for the hum of the air conditioner. I didn't shout. I didn't cry. I didn't even ask why. I just turned around, grabbed my things, and walked out before I shattered in front of them. Within minutes, I was on the phone with my lawyer, my sister Mara, and my best friend Hugo. Something inside me switched into a mode I didn't know I had. Focused, firm, unshakable. She crossed a line she couldn't ever step back from. When I returned later, the house felt hollow. They were both gone. But she'd left a note. "You never understood me, Theo. You never have." My hands shook while I held it, not out of fear, but out of heartbreak, anger, and a strange new clarity. Whoever she was now, she wasn't the woman I married. She had used me to support her double life. The aftermath hit fast. Emotionally, financially, legally. But I acted quickly. I filed for separation. Shut down access to our accounts. Changed every password. My family and friends rallied around me, without hesitation. Her own world crumbled. The affair leaked at work. Her professional standing took a blow. And the man she risked our marriage for disappeared the moment things got complicated. Weeks passed. Slowly, the dust settled. The pain didn't vanish, but it loosened its grip. I started rebuilding piece by piece. I returned to old hobbies. Spent time with people who genuinely cared. Eventually, I began dating again, carefully, with a clearer sense of myself. The lesson hit hard but stayed simple. Trust can collapse in a heartbeat, but rebuilding yourself afterward takes strength you don't realize you have until you need it. Her lies destroyed everything she once claimed to value. But they also forced me to reclaim something priceless, my self-respect. Standing up for myself wasn't about revenge. It was about survival. Today, when I look at my reflection, I don't see someone broken. I see a man who walked through fire and didn't let it consume him. Someone who learned that love without respect is just another trap, and that every lie comes with a cost. The most painful moments in life aren't always the ones that destroy you. Sometimes they're the ones that finally set you free. Theo finally breathed again in the quiet. Leia's choices shattered her world. But in the ruins, they gave him something he should have had all along. The truth, the strength to move forward, and a life free from deceit.